Sorry, I was reading something. Okay, listen. We are back with Tyler Perry's Zatima, season 3, episode 13. Life goes on. Sorry, y'all. Sorry. Um. Anyway, so we back at the hospital where Connie and Fatima saw Jeremiah, and baby Jeremiah looked like he got his whooped. Like, did you at least pinch the? Yeah, I promise. I thought he was unalive, and I thought they like. I don't know. He just. Anyway, so Jeremiah wakes up, and Fatima, and he tries to talk to Fatima. He tries to apologize for Fatima, but Fatima was like, "Don't talk to me. I don't want you, so don't talk to me. Go ahead and free yourself." And so Jeremiah had the nerve to ask them to stay. Sir, ain't nobody finna stay here with you. Okay? Nobody. You understand? And then he said Zach was wrong. You have some nerve. First of all, it's a bunch of audacities in this episode. Okay? Between this one and the next one, it's a bunch of audacities. Anyway. Sorry, y'all. I'm so sorry. Looking at something. Fatima did say, so kind of was like, you know what you gonna do? You finna go get Zach out. And Fatima was like, no, I'm not gonna get him nowhere. He gonna sit in there because he need to learn. Then I'll get it out tomorrow. Today, because I want to say all of this stuff happened today in one day, and then they expect her to call somebody and get him out. No, he can sleep on it. And so she said she's not calling anybody to let nobody know that Jeremiah is alive. Zach needs to learn a hard lesson, and I agree. Connie acting like you now, Connie, cause you my girl, you know. Cause if we can't go to Bella Noche's, where else can we go? Okay, don't piss me off because I feel like that's what you're trying to do. Like, but anyway, so she's sitting there acting like she don't understand. But ma'am, I need you to gather up some understanding. Okay, what we need from you is understanding. So Zach calls Preston and asks him to go to Fatima's house so he could talk to her. Sir, if the lady didn't want to talk to you earlier, what makes you think she want to talk to you later? Didn't she just said earlier when you had Preston to do it the first time that she didn't want to talk to you? Leave that lady alone. So Dr. Reed shows up. He walks around the corner and kind of was like, who is that? Ma'am, mind your business. And so Fatima, because she doesn't have anything to hide and she knows that there is nothing going on, she tells him that is Zach's therapist. And so at this point, kind of looking like she ready to go rat so she can get her rightful spot back. But ma'am, I've been rooting for you. That's all I'm going to say. So I was like, kind of mind your own business, okay? Mind your business. Mind the business that pays you. So Dr. Reed comes into the house. Fatima tells Dr. Reed that Jeremiah is alive, and she says she's going to wait. She's going to wait to talk to anybody because she feels like Zach needs to learn his lesson. Fatima also tells Dr. Reed that he just does some simple and stupid stuff, and I agree. Dr. Reed tells Fatima to sleep on it and think about it. She's going to need to be clear-headed. And so Connie's still waiting in her car, and she's waiting for Dr. Reed to come on out. And so in our world, this was only a 10-minute conversation. But in Tyler Perry's world, this very well could have been a 30 to an hour type conversation. And so Fatima goes up to Connie's car and tells her basically to leave. Like, you've been sitting here long enough. And so she was just acting like, oh, I was just letting my car heat up. Girl, if you don't take that 1995 Toyota Altima or Chevrolet Camry and go somewhere, okay? You nosy. You just trying to find some stuff out. So Tweedledee and Tweedledee comes over to Tweedledum's house. Okay, that's Bryce and Angela. And so Bryce says he feels bad about Zach. He feels bad about what happened about Jeremiah and Zach. And I was like, why are you making this about you? It's not gonna make Zach want to be your friend anymore by you blaming yourself. It's like, if I put the onus on myself, then Zach is going to want to be my friend again. If I walk around as woe is me, maybe Zach will feel sorry for me and he's going to want to be my friend. Stop. Anyway, so this is my problem with Bryce, y'all. So Bryce, he constantly asks Angela, if she's gonna have company. And so if I was Angela, I would pull a Juanita, and I would be like, sir, do you pay any bills around here? Do you fix anything around here? All you do is eat, sleep, and when was the last time you paid a bill? Child, this is her house, hers. And if she want to have a man all up and through there, she gonna have a man all up and through there. That's her set. I'm sorry, y'all. I got my acting skills from Tubi, so do what you will with that. So y'all, at this point, Fatima is over it, and Preston comes over. She hears a knock on the door. At this point, you can feel the frustration. It's like it's fuming. Well, no, it's like this. She that frustration is sitting on her. Okay, and so he puts the phone on speaker. Zach apologizes. She talks to Zach for a little while. She asks him, hey, if this scenario, if this situation come up again, what would you do? How would you handle it? Based on the answer, I think Fatima would have probably went and got him out. But because he still haven't, she felt like the way you answering the question, you still ain't learned your lesson. And then for you to say, well, I'm already in here, you ain't even trying. Like, that's what aggravates me about Zach. Like, he's so childish, bro. Like, did I say bro? Y'all. And so she was like, I can't do this. Hands the phone back to Preston, and it was done from there. So Connie meets up with Nate and Tony, and she tells them that Jeremiah is alive and well and kicking it. Unfortunately, he did not go to be with his mama in the Lord. Okay, so she tells them what Fatima said she wasn't gonna let Zach out until tomorrow. So why she said that in front of Nate, he start piping up. Why? All he need is one little thing, because y'all remember, he does not like Fatima. Okay, and he gets fake mad or whatever. He was really mad, but at this point we don't care. This is another person not holding Zach accountable, but he never does, because as long as Zach indulges in the foolishness, Nate continue to be foolish. Why are they friends? I don't know. It is something about loyalty to the highest power of stupidity that bothers me. Okay, that didn't make sense, but it made sense to me. Okay, so y'all, so Nate mad, so he's trying to go, he gonna find a way to get Zach out of jail. They told him leave it alone. Nate, how Nate is, he act like he can't leave it alone. So if he get pistol whipped by Fatima, I would not be mad about it. Okay, So Connie asked Tony about Dr. Reed. Tony asked Connie if do you know Dr. Reed? And he confirmed that that was Zach's therapist, and tell Connie that he believed Fatima recommended Dr. Reed for him, and I want to say she did, y'all. I don't remember that far back, but I think she did. And so Tony looks at her and says, "Are you okay?" And she was like, "Yeah," which means you have something stirred up in your brain. Like, once again, Connie, you making me side eye you now. We had a good thing going. Don't, you know. So we get back to the jail. One of the guards tried to talk to Zach. Zach is very off-putting and dismissive and rude as he is. And so he tells him Deja sent him a picture. Deja sent him a picture of him and Dr. Reed. And it was the picture where she hugged him when they were coming out the door, and it was more like like if you looked at it from when they actually did it, it looked like a side hug. So Connie took that picture. I'm sorry, y'all. Connie took that picture, and I was like, "How did Deja take that picture if it was coming straight from Connie's car?" And you know what? And he looked at the picture, and this is where the episode ends. And all I'ma say is, Connie, I was rooting for you. We all was rooting for you. Y'all, I'm gonna come back at y'all with the next one.